Hey, hi everyone, how are you? Today, the video I'm about to do is a hard one, but it's one that I feel like I have to do. I'm going to talk about forgiveness. I'm going to be asking for forgiveness and also just engaging on forgiveness and just letting the spirit flow as he should. Because what I feel is, even the people watching this video, I'm laughing because there's always an elephant in the room. There are people who have a different perspective of Pastor Angie and others who have a different one. Some people think, wow. Some people are like, who does she think she is? So I want to address those ones of you who think, who does she think she is, or we've interacted and the engagement has not gone the way that God would have wanted it to go and it has not edified God. And so this is a place where I'm going to seek your forgiveness, but where we also talk about forgiveness and engage in forgiving each other. So this is Just Angie, and my name is Angie Morenga, and let's do this. Number one, it's true. You know, I want to discuss the elephant in the room. Sometimes when I go somewhere or even I walk up on a pulpit, I always feel like there are people in the room who've had some serious gossip sessions about me. Some people maybe who have even been open to things that have happened in my life. And so they look at me with, like, what's that? Italic, like with quotation marks. But first of all, let me start with saying, I'm really sorry. If you're out there and I've hurt you, I've wounded you in some way, I ask for your forgiveness and I'm asking for it publicly. But also, I think I also want to go to another step where I am asking you to forgive me, and I've really made some really bad mistakes on relationships. I've also understood that relationships are my biggest strength, but also my biggest weakness. So I've made countless mistakes on relationships where I've related with people. I've said something when I shouldn't have said it. I have said things that are not wise. And what should not have been said. So it's all a lot of relationships, very murky. But I also want to bring the balance of that as I ask you for so forgive me. If you're out there and I've hurt you, please forgive me. I know that we can do forgiveness and we don't have to reconcile, but I ask for your forgiveness, I ask you to forgive me, and I hope that you do that so that we can move on in that and create a clean slate. Some people will reconcile, some people will not, and that's fine. But also, I wanted to also say that the opposite of that is, I think sometimes you put your leaders too much on a pedestal and you're expecting too much from me, more than I can give you, you know, and that brings a problem. And I think there's unmet expectations. In there's things that were not verbally said, but maybe you expected, yeah, that's unmet expectations. You are expecting of me, or sometimes you don't think that I'm human and I'm a leader, and maybe sometimes I just want to be just Angie, you know. I don't want to be Pastor Angie, I don't want to be a coach, I don't want to be a leader, I just want to be me. And some of you, I think also I've made mistakes when I've looked at my life. I've let you too into my life, you know. I think there's a place, I never used to understand it, where leaders also have to sort of form a boundary around themselves where I can't bring you too much into me, because when I bring you too much into my space, you know me too much, and then you use that against me, you know. I'm too raw. Although I'm about to write a book called Raw. It's too raw. You know me too well. You know me too much. You know my human self, whereas many other people maybe don't know that human self. So that's a mistake that I'm learning that I cannot do. But the other thing is, I was talking about unmet expectations. Please stop having unmet expectations about your leaders. Stop expecting so much from them, and even things that have not been written out. They haven't been spelled out, you know. I'm not understanding what you're expecting from me, and therefore when I don't behave in that way, then you get hurt. Like, I'll give you one. A lot of people call me mom. And so I've realized the Holy Spirit will tell me, you know, people expect you to be a mom. So sometimes I'll tell people, tell me when you want me to be a mom. When am I supposed to be a mom? Or I'll tell you, now I'm being a leader. Or now I'm being a pastor. Now I'm being a coach. Now I'm being a mentor. I'm not wearing that mom hat now. Because sometimes love has to be tough, you know. And even as a mom, I have to make hard decisions and do things that are not always pleasant. But it's because I want to grow you and grow our relationship. And I was just saying, even like, you know, we used to be taken to shags when we were growing up. And you know, my mom, you know, you think about moms are like, and I love my mom very much. Do you know she would leave us there 15 kilometers to the nearest shopping center? And then she would make an announcement. And I think the announcement served to help us to live and survive, because she told my grandma that the children that she will find when she comes back, she's going back with them to Nairobi. The ones she will not find, my grandmother should have buried them, and my mom will just come and depart to the others. And I think that statement was like, hey, let me tell you, survival mode checks in and you survive. Anyway, where was I going with that story? Is that moms do hard things like that. Like taking us there was also to balance us and help us to learn that there's another side of life. There were no lights, there was no electricity. You know, we had to fetch water, we had to go to the farm, we had to chase elephants. That's another story. Can you imagine? Children chasing elephants. Whose parents were these? Elephants can kill. And because of maize, anyway, let me not even go there. But we would be walking up to chase the elephants and hit drums. And when I think about it now, that's craziness. But I was saying that you may have an expectation of me. There are unmet expectations. There are unvoiced expectations. And I think you shouldn't have all those expectations. Or if you have, talk about them. And I think also for me, one of the things that scares me, I don't know whether it's for other leaders, especially people who tell me they'll never leave me, I get very worried. Because those are definitely the people who will leave you, you know. I think also be able to, if you say something, mean it, yeah? If you've given me rights in your life as a mom, then let me meddle all the way. And children, you see, like now my daughter, she can never leave me, for real. Because we'll fight and we'll have to make up. We'll disagree, we'll have to make up. I am her mom and she's my daughter. That relationship can never be separated. And I find even within the ministry and the people around me that there are pillars and partners and family in this ministry who really are. You know, we can even be in front of each other, not the best, you know, not at our best, but we'll find a way to make it up. There's never, the option in the room is never to leave, you know. And then I like what my bishop says. I love my bishop. Bishop T.D. Jakes says that whoever was meant to stay can never leave, and whoever left was not meant to stay. But still, I really felt like I wanted to mend that bridge. I feel like a weight has been lifted off me, so that there are those who are watching, you are kunyirang, it's okay, you just go do your thing, you know. But let's not have this elephant in the room that Pastor Angie has hurt people. Yes, I have. I have hurt people. I have not been the most excellent leader. I've been a good leader as well, because I don't also want to say it's all negative. There have been great things about my leadership, my style, my vision, my particular anointing and my particular purpose. But then I have hurt people. And if you're out there, you've been hurt, or you've heard stories of how I've hurt people, let's wipe the slate clean. I ask for your forgiveness. Forgive me. And if you want to engage with me, you can even tell me these are your expectations of me, and also allow me to have expectations of you as well that I want us to meet. But let's engage and let's forgive. And I was just having a conversation and thinking there are many people out there even who have been hurt by the church, but I also feel like those church wounds are wounds about unmet expectations. You know, maybe you were engaging the church with an expectation that was not voiced, and then when it wasn't met, you felt hurt. And then maybe you're human. Maybe you just wanted that because you were here for this person, that these other people will be back here for you, but maybe it didn't happen. But I really want to not make assumptions about church wounds and ministry wounds, but I'd want you to write them in and let's talk about them. Let's handle them. Let's do several programs on church wounds and how we have hurt people. If I have specifically hurt you and you want to engage with me, please do. Let's engage. But more importantly, this video was about seeking your forgiveness. So there's not this elephant in the room of Pastor Angie has hurt some people. Pastor Angie is not truthful. Pastor Angie is not, that's not what you see. You know, all those kind of comments that are not helping anyone. I still have a purpose to fulfill. I'm still anointed to do what I'm called to do, and I will continue to do it and to raise leaders. But I've made mistakes, and I'm admitting that I've made mistakes, and I'm asking you to forgive me. We don't have to reconcile, but let's forgive. Let's just and forgive each other. That was a hard video to do, and I'm going to do more. And really, I'm expecting you to engage, you know, because we have to be open. We really must be open. My life is an open book, and that's the open book that I want to live. So please forgive me, and send it to people who I've hurt, and tell them this is Pastor Angie reaching out and saying, please forgive me. God bless you greatly. You're watching Just Angie, and my name is Angie Morenga. Bye.